Welcome to the show, 5 Star Fam. I'm AJ. Before we get into it, become part of the notification squad by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button on YouTube. Welcome to another episode of 5 Stripe Weekly, and apologies for the little bit of time between episodes. It's the international break, and obviously there was not an LA United game, so yeah, we took a little bit of a break, and yeah, now we're refreshed and ready to go for the last two matches of the season. But of course, without that match, there is no review in this episode, but we will get into the news. So let's get straight into it. So first bit is that Thiago Almada, he has been nominated for MLS MVP, also MLS Young Player of the Year, and MLS Newcomer of the Year. That's amazing stuff. Yeah, he definitely has been an incredible player for us, coming from Vélez Sarsfield, and with 6 goals and 11 assists. And yeah, I mean, he's been carrying the team at times, and definitely this past month, he was one of our best performers, if not the best performer. And according to LA United, their Twitter, they announced that he was the performer of the month in the league. So definitely the league is noticing Almada. But what's also interesting is that Gonzalo Pineda has also been nominated for Coach of the Year. Miles Robinson got nominated for Defender of the Year, and Brad Guzan got nominated for Goalkeeper of the Year. So you should probably take that with a little bit of a grain of salt as well. There are a lot of nominees from pretty much almost every team. So a lot of that probably just seems like a participation trophy a bit. But moving on from that, Thiago Almada and Josef Martinez, they had a pretty good international break, as yeah, Josef Martinez, he scored for Venezuela. He rounded the keeper. It was a pretty typical Josef Martinez goal, which bodes well. But yeah, he rounded the keeper, and then he hit it with his left. And yeah, definitely something that's great to see. Hopefully he's raring when he comes back. But yeah, Almada, he made his debut for the Argentina national team, the senior squad. And boy, yeah, was that one to remember. He was on the pitch with Lionel Messi, and after the match, Messi spoke about Thiago Almada. He said, quote, "Thiago plays loose, he's very fast, and he has a lot of 1v1 ability. He's very clever, and he's not afraid of anything. He goes at you." And yeah, also Almada, when he came back, he said it was a dream come true to play for Argentina and alongside Messi. And yeah, Almada didn't play in the second of the two friendlies that Argentina played. But yeah, that just means he's healthier and more rested for the match against the New England Revolution on Saturday. But moving on to where we are in the standings, which is 9th. But yeah, in terms of our chances, we do need a lot of help. We know the task at hand, which is that LA United needs to win both matches to have a chance. And the help that we need is essentially this: that 2 of these must happen to make the playoffs, and this is according to Mike Conti. Cincinnati, they must lose their last 2 matches. Orlando, they must lose their last 3 matches, and Miami, 3 points or less in their last 3 matches, or also Columbus, 4 points or less in their last 3 matches. So 2 of those need to happen. What do you think? What's the most likely? Cincinnati, Orlando, Miami, or Columbus? Just dropping a ton of points. But we will find out. And yeah, another bit of news that came out from the international break was Raul Gundinho. He did a little 17 questions with the club, and a little Q&A, and I thought it was really insightful with some of the the answers and some of the questions that kind of put him in a really interesting light as a person and as a player. But one of the highlights and one of his answers to the question of what his nickname was, do you have a nickname people call you? He said, they call me Goody due to my name, but also to the sheriff in Toy Story, Woody, because some say we look alike. So very, very interesting there. I don't know. I mean, maybe he kind of does. Maybe he's like tall and gangly, which is kind of what Woody looks like. So interesting indeed. But last bit of news is that Sportico, they did a study on MLS teams and the valuations for each club, and they said that the average MLS team is now worth $582 million. And yeah, number one on that list is LAFC at $900 million. Coming in at second is LA Galaxy at $865 million. And right beneath that is us at LA United at third at $855 million. If you're curious, fourth and fifth, Seattle Sounders at $725 and Toronto at $705. So yeah, another interesting bit is that some of these valuations are similar to Premier League clubs like West Ham, Leeds United. I mean, that's insane. I mean, basically we in a very short amount of time have caught up to or exceeded some Premier League clubs. Like, that's craziness. But of course, you know, players aren't paid as much as Premier League players are, as you know. The major thing for MLS is that there aren't as many eyeballs as, say, the Premier League or some of the other top 5 European leagues. But anyway, that does it for the news, and that gets us into the match preview. So this Saturday, that's 1:30 at in Foxborough, 1:30. It will be 9th v 11th. LA United, they will be playing the Revolution, who are in 11th. And yeah, you know, the Revolution not really playing all that well lately. They had a 1-0 loss to CF Montreal, who, to be fair, are second in the East. But yeah, they are a far cry from last year, where they set the points record in a regular season at 73. But yeah, right now they are pretty off the pace to have a chance to make the playoffs. They have just as much to fight for as we do. So yeah, it is definitely all to play for in this one. And Bruce Arena, no doubt, will have his team ready. But yeah, getting into this team, the Revolution, they have 3 top-tier attacking DPs, but yeah, you know, the underperformance has been pretty rife, and so, you know, it's very, very interesting. I mean, you know, they brought in the likes of Sebastian Leggett from LA Galaxy. They brought in Altidore, Josie Altidore, and they also brought in Omar Gonzalez from Toronto FC. But really, to no avail. They have made the Revolution not really anything to shout about the rooftops for. It's definitely strange, but you know, that's the parity in MLS. And you know, the predictions from MLS writers, they had them as low as 4th and as high as 1st in the East, but obviously that is not the case. And you know, whatever it is, they are not the same team as last year, and they are a team that you know, we can be getting at, I think, on this this Saturday afternoon, and hopefully we will. But yeah, let's get into that starting 11 for Atlanta United. I think it will be, you know, Raul Gudiño again between the sticks. I think we're going to see something pretty similar, as we've been doing pretty well with, you know, just the work rate from the team and the cohesion. So I think Lennon will start at right back with Gutman on the other flank at left back. The center back pairing of Purata and Franco have been very, very good lately, especially, well, both of them really. I mean, Purata just keeps scoring with his head, and Alan Franco, he's really hit a purple patch with his defending and playing out from the back. But in midfield, I think we'll persist with Sosa and Sejdic. That pairing has been pretty secure and has brought a good bit of dynamism in there. But yeah, in the 10 role will be Thiago Almada, of course. And this is where I think it might get interesting. I think, you know, there's some guys that maybe are just going to be picked because they, you know, kind of are the stalwart, that they work hard and, you know, but they haven't really been scoring lately. But Luis Araujo is that guy on the right for me, and is what I also think that Pineda is going to do. Dom Dwyer up top, but the one at left wing, that will be the interesting bit. I think he's definitely earned this start. Edwin Mosquera, he every time he comes on, he's making things happen, and especially last match against Philly. Yeah, if it wasn't for Andre Blake just standing on his head, Mosquera probably would have gotten a goal. But yeah, definitely just a very, very tricky player, but also very direct. And I think we will need this. We, you know, going against a side like the Revolution playing at home, you know, they might want to play, you know, with the ball a little bit. If we can hit them directly on the counter and be clinical, you know, especially if we can keep that that first half at 0-0. We've been doing a lot of damage in the second half on this good run, and hopefully this international break has not sputtered or stopped our momentum. Hopefully we can continue to play as we have in the past month. So yeah, that's my starting 11. What do you think for this really pivotal match to see if we can hit the playoffs? But yeah, that gets us to our score prediction. So yeah, the question is, will we get a win on the road? I mean, we were able to get one against Orlando City, but will we do it against the New England Revolution? Feasibly an easier game than Orlando City, who sit in a playoff spot. I think we can, and I think it will be a 2-1 win. And hopefully some guys will be, you know, in terms of the forwards, can get some of those goals, and we can, you know, make some things happen. Definitely need some guys, get some confidence if we can, you know, definitely luck into the playoffs if it were. So, guys, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below your predictions, and yeah, you know, it'll be definitely the one to, yeah, this is a must-win for sure, and I think, yeah, I think we will. But, guys, that pretty much does it for the episode, except for the question of the day. And the question of the day is, which award does Thiago Almada deserve? You know, we have him for MLS MVP, MLS Newcomer of the Year, and MLS Young Player of the Year. Which one do you think he deserves to win? Let us know in the comments below. Looking forward to what you have to say. But guys, that is the episode there and there. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. I've been AJ. Thank you so much for watching.